Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in today. And on the show today, we have Tiffany. She's the CEO of TGR Consulting. Tiffany, wonderful to have you on the show. And for our audience, please go ahead and introduce yourself, what you guys do.
Hi, Neil. Thanks for having me on the show. So, my name is Tiffany Rosik. I'm the CEO of TGR Management Consulting, and we are a boutique technology strategy consulting company. So, we work primarily with medium sized companies on mirroring their technology and their operations. And this can happen in a number of different ways, whether they are trying to replace existing tools to help with their scale events, or they're trying to level up the tools that they already have and enhance what they're already doing uh, to allow them to scale up.
Oh, okay. Very interesting. Can you give us an example?
Sure. So we have a client right now that we're actively engaged with, and they are replatforming. They have done a lot of work by themselves, development, bootstrap development over the last, I would say, 15 years, and a lot
Okay.
of homegrown systems. And now their business has evolved to the point where they want to take advantage of more e-commerce opportunities, AI opportunities, and their homegrown solutions don't allow for that. So they're having to replatform into more web-based solutions to be able to leverage all of that functionality. And so we're in there doing a couple things. One is we're helping their development organization put project plans around it, maybe sequence the order in which they are replatforming and how they're going about it. We're also working with their business analysts to get a little bit more maturity around how they're going to develop, how they're going to productize, how they're going to track issues, as well as feature requests as they continue to move forward.
Excellent. Excellent. So it's like you're taking them to the next, basically modernization of of platform, SaaS model, more, obviously leveraging AI to increase their productivity. Very
Exactly.
nice.
Exactly.
Very interesting. So, how long have you been doing since when did you start this company?
So I created TGR in 2017. So we are 8 years old,
Okay.
almost nine at this point.
Okay. Okay. And how big is are you guys overseas also? Are you guys local? How big is your team?
We are located in San Diego. We serve a national client base, so mainly in the United States. And my team is roughly 5 people. We have been as large as 10 at one point, but we really try to keep the team small and focused on the technology and operations work. Occasionally, we will get large opportunities where we'll have to expand the team, but that's not the goal of TGR and how I
Yeah,
want to evolve the organization.
got got you. So, when you started it, going back, what was the gap that you saw that you started this initiative?
So it was twofold. One was I was working in program management offices for large consulting companies. So I'd had a couple of those opportunities. And what I had heard from those clients was they were really looking for a combination skill set. They didn't just want staff aug, but they also didn't want straight consulting services. They really wanted somebody that had a well-rounded skill set that could dive in and solve problems, but that could also coach and guide a team to better operational processes. And that actually happens to be what I'm good at and what I love. So I broke away and I decided to create my own consulting opportunity. And initially, it was just me, and I was looking for those unique opportunities where I could wear both hats. I could look big strategy vision, and then I could also dive down and get my hands dirty a little in the day-to-day work. And after I got that first opportunity, another one came along and they're like, "Hey, is it just you? Do you have somebody you can bring with you? We'd love it if there were two." And so I was like, "Well, actually, yes, I can expand." And so we grew organically um, through each client interaction.
Very nice. That's the best, right? Where you do something great, and then it just through references you get more work and clients. So has that worked the best for you for scaling?
Yeah, that actually that's part of the challenge, right? It's a little bit of a double-edged sword. So much like project management, It's feast or famine. And so we've had years where we've had so much work we've actually had to say no to some things. And then we've had other years where it has been famine. So it really depends on that, on where the businesses are spending their money and where they're valuing opportunities and where they're placing those dollars. What we found though is that I need to be out. I need to be present and I need to be out networking. I need to be in front of people. I need to have speaking opportunities because that's the first step to building rapport with anybody. We've not found success, and I've experimented a couple different ways. We've not found success in hosting events, if you will, like big events where we're sponsorship. We haven't found success there. We have not found success in doing email mailings, and we've also not found success in doing a lot of LinkedIn generation cold calling.
Okay.
That's not where we've been able to get it. Those things we found good partnership with, like, for example, if I'm out and I'm at an event and I have a speaking opportunity and I'm pulling those folks, those emails and those contacts back,
Yeah.
then we can engage in some kind of a marketing opportunity afterwards. But we've not found it to be successful if it's an initial cold call.
The in person and meeting has worked better. Very
Yeah.
cool. Any tech challenges that you would like to share that you faced?
Yeah, I think most entrepreneurs or business owners can this will resonate where it's really hard to know when you should be investing in working in the business versus working on the business. So you spend a lot of time working in the business as you're trying to get started and you're trying to build, but it's interesting to know when you should flip that switch and say, okay, I need to come outside the business. I need to be the true CEO, the true business development lead, and not spend any more time client facing in the details. So that has been an interesting tightrope to walk. I don't always get it right, but it has been an interesting tightrope to walk over the years around when is it time to bring in somebody to truly do sales and business development? When is it time to bring in someone to truly do marketing versus when is it time to scale those down and focus on delivering for the clients that we have?
Yeah. So I'm assuming you are handling all that by yourself, like wearing multiple hats.
Yeah, at different times, and it depends on where we're at. Like I said, depending on the feast or the
Yeah.
famine, there are different
Yeah.
opportunities to do different things. So in the
Right.
past, I have one of the things that I've learned and that we've found to be successful is that I do need to wear the business development hat.
Yeah.
Once we get some good conversations and we build some rapport, then it can be handed off to a marketing arm. But
Yeah.
until we get to that trust level, the handoff doesn't work. The handoff isn't
Yeah.
sticky.
Yeah, you're right. So you need to build that bonding, right? For you to go ahead and build that relationship.
Yeah.
And then when you said famine, how do you identify that? Like where is the gap and where you should focus right now in the market, like as far as marketing is concerned or sales is concerned?
So we've learned that the late Q3, early Q or and Q4 are generally slower times where clients are not going to kick off new projects unless there's an absolute burning need. So that's usually when we're starting to engage our marketing engines, where we're doing more in-person meeting. So this is a great example. Here we are in September. I'm spending a lot of time September and October getting out, meeting people, networking, kind of curating those potential opportunities. And then we will spend a lot of time October, November, December trying to get conversations around what are you thinking about for next year? What are your plans and your goals for next year? And then seeing if we can position ourselves for opportunities in Q1. Most of our work for 2026 will happen in Q1. It'll get all lined up in Q1 and likely executed in Q1, contractually executed in Q1.
You are using this time in Q3, Q4 to build that pipeline, have more coming in Q1. Since 2017, I think AI has evolved a lot
Mhm, mhm.
what it used to be. How is that benefiting you, or what if you see any challenges there, how it has evolved as far as your delivery is concerned? If you can share some insights on that.
Sure. So a lot of 2023 and 2024 was focused on helping to educate medium-sized businesses around AI and how they can leverage AI into their business. Because at that time, only the big companies that had money to invest in developing LLMs, were really focused on it and really had a pathway around it. But the medium-sized companies, very hesitant, weren't sure how to use it, weren't sure what to do. So we spent a lot of time with, prospects educating on how they could bring it in. But what we're seeing in 2025 is now that the cost of ownership of an LLM, as well as the cost and operation reduction, and there's really an ROI model around it now in 2025 that didn't exist 2 years ago. Now you've got medium-sized businesses that are willing to get involved and get into it. That example that I gave you earlier around the client that we're helping replatform, one of the ways in
Hmm.
which they are replatforming is they are actually leveraging AI to help them with the coding.
Okay.
So when we talked about the business analysts and working with them, right? We're trying to get them to think more along the lines of prompt engineers, right? And then setting up a structure where they're leveraging AI to help them code and help them
Hmm.
document the code and help them document the requirements and document the user guides and the functional manuals and all those things that would normally be done by a person or a team of persons, to have them
Yeah.
happen by leveraging what's already out there and what already exists. And there's a and there we've been able to tie, like I said, a cost savings around them doing that. So that makes many other people in the organization feel better that we're not just bloating an IT team, are um, leveraging the skills that they have, augmenting them with AI, and then being able to show the cost reduction in that as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. So more efficiency with less, right? And more
Yes.
productivity.
Yes.
That's what is helping AI. But since you are a consulting company,
Mm,
do you see, and obviously you would want, your end goal is to help the client with their deliverables, but you are
mhm.
seeing a trend there that the companies are trying to be more lean and they want to leverage more on AI.
Yes.
The direction headed right everywhere.
Yes. I would say that most companies are getting very comfortable leveraging AI on the communication side, writing emails, responding to emails, doing maybe some contract work, doing review of documentation, writing documentation. It is still a little rare for our clients to leverage full AI suites to do monitoring of transactions, to do alerting of, security protocols or security breaches. So that's where those medium-sized companies are heading. And I think you'll see a bigger push into that in 2026 and 2027, which is how we're positioning ourselves as well. And on the consulting side of things, so my team, how it's changed how we do work. A lot of what my team does is project management. So your typical, we take notes, we issue status reports, we do emails, we communicate. So what we're doing differently is leveraging AI to accomplish a lot of that administration work, setting up reminders, making sure tasks are being tracked, allowing us to manage more of the people side and less of the documentation side, and we're
Hmm.
letting AI manage the documentation side for us.
Yeah, well, you can spend more time on the business, understanding the business, what they want, the real examples, feedback, CSAT, and then using those metrics to guide you towards the right direction as towards your deliverables and project management.
Yep. And even being upfront with those clients and say, "Look, this is how my team is gonna operate. If you're gonna hire us in as a senior project manager or senior business analyst, whatever the work you're doing, we are going to leverage AI in these ways." And so we're upfront about it. We're gonna leverage AI in these ways, and this is how
Hmm.
this helps you. You're not going to be spending money on somebody writing meeting minutes. You're spending
No,
money on someone to think about the strategy, think about the sequencing,
yeah,
think about your business problems.
yeah, yeah.
That has translated really well to a lot of our clients.
Yeah, and the best part is now there are so many applications which summarize. I mean, even Zoom has its own
Mhm.
summarization now. I mean, that will provide key insights to the decision makers, right, as to how they can focus and not spend time on operational works taking notes. I think that's one of the best things of AI is the note taker and the summarization, because people would, when if you take notes, you're not being able to concentrate and listen, right? It's difficult to take notes and and contribute to the meeting. So that's
Exactly.
definitely helpful. And you can use those notes to follow up for follow-up calls,
Mhm.
to the key decision makers. And you know that next time when you meet the person or, the stakeholder, what is it for them and you, and what are the key highlights that you will take it for discussion for the next call. So everything is very cool. Interesting. Cool. Any other challenges that like operational wise that you think that or you see that AI is helping you?
Not specifically in my business that I'm leveraging AI. I think we are small to get beyond AI in the
Oh,
admin sense. I am seeing it though in many of the tools that we use. I'll give you an
oh,
example. QuickBooks. So
yeah.
we manage all of our company finances in QuickBooks,
Mhm.
and QuickBooks is rolling out more AI into their that is helping in terms of predicting pay cycles and invoicing cycles, revenue streams for me as a business. But our revenue, like I said, it really is project based and somewhat cyclical. But I could see where that value is really value add for somebody that
Mhm.
maybe is doing more transactional business model than what we have.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Excellent. Thank you, Tiffany, for all the insights and sharing with us on this channel. If people were interested to connect with you, if you can share your social channels.
Sure. So they can find me TGR Management Consulting.com, or you can look for me on LinkedIn, Tiffany Rosik, or TiffanyRosik.com. I actually have my own website for speaking and a book that I've recently published. So they can check me out in all those locations.
Oh, great. Please share the book. Yeah, link to the book also so that the audience can, go over it if anybody's interested. Excellent. Thank you, Tiffany, for your time today. I appreciate you joining.
Thank you, Neil. I was happy to be here.
Thank you. Thanks everyone for tuning in. And for more contents, please like and subscribe. Thank you.